So after that Capcom Next, we got a lot of info about this Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster Edition. Whatever they're calling it, it's such a silly name. But yeah, we got a lot of information. We didn't get everything. I still have questions about this remaster. But they really did fill us in on a few things. So here's 5 things that I think are the major takeaways from what that was shown. You might have missed some of them, but other ones are pretty obvious. But yeah, let's get into it. NPC behavior has been improved apparently. Now this was the highlight that they wanted to tell us about, but my biggest takeaway from this was the fact they've added stairs leading to the safe room. There's a little ramp for the characters to run up and get into the vent. That is a massive fix. You do not understand. If you haven't played the original game, the survivors used to gather and they used to have to climb a wall to get to the vent to get into the safe room. Now, if you got a few survivors following you at any given time, they used to mount up and just kind of push each other around and none of them would climb the wall. That was both annoying level design and annoying behavior from the AI. That seems to have been fixed from the footage we're seeing here. The fact that they've added the stairs, the fact that they've said they've improved the AI so they can defend for themselves. Maybe they won't die so easily. That is a big improvement, and it's definitely not something I would have thought of, but look at it, man. A ramp, a set of stairs, that is a major fix. Right, this is going to divide fans, depending on who you ask, because I'm not sure how I feel about it personally, because in worst case scenario, I was thinking they're going to remove the time limit of Dead Rising. And that is like the worst thing you can do to Dead Rising. Listen, the way I look at it is, number one, if you do not like the timer in Dead Rising, you shouldn't be playing Dead Rising. That's just the way it is. And number two, skill issue. I hate to be that guy, but it is. The beauty of the timer is that you don't always get everything right on that first playthrough. You have to perfect it. This creates replay value. This makes you perfect it. This makes you fall in love with Dead Rising. It's a great feature. They claim that they haven't messed with the core of Dead Rising, so it sounds like the timer has been left intact and they're not messing with it. Whether little things have been changed here and there, but something you might have missed is the ability to fast forward time. Now there's a few sections right near the end of Dead Rising when you've done a playthrough where it's just kind of like you are standing around doing nothing. There isn't many moments like that during like your main like chunk of gameplay, but when you're right near the end, there is a few points where you just kind of like waiting for that helicopter to come. It's just like, there's nothing I can do right now. I could go for some achievements, I guess, but for the most part, I'm just standing around staring at the sky. Let me speed this up. It is an improvement in some ways, and it's definitely the best improvement we could have got instead of having the timer removed. That would have been horrendous if you ask me, but that's just me personally. I'm glad it sounds like the timer has been left intact. So something they mentioned in the trailer was that you can now move and shoot, and that's going to be a positive for many people because a lot of people cannot stand when characters plant their feet to shoot. Personally, I can't think of any situation where I really absolutely needed to move and shoot. It's just one of those things where they've added it. I guess it's an improvement. It doesn't really do anything for me personally, but something I did read was that they're adding combo weapons to Dead Rising Deluxe Remastered. What a silly name. I did not see a single combo weapon in any of the footage that we've seen so far, so I think that's a complete and utter lie. Whoever was posting that on social media, you should do one. I hate ya. But yeah, it seems like combo weapons just aren't a thing. It seems like they really are respecting the way that original game is. And personally, wasn't the biggest fan of combo weapons. I can deal with them. I can accept them. If they were added, I would deal with them. But just keep it the way it was, man. I prefer the fact that you could just pick up anything around you and use it. There was no reason to like combo things together to get experience. It was just use what's at hand. Now, something that was mentioned during this Capcom Next was that it has been fully voiced in, I believe it said 14 different languages. Now, if you know me, you know I already ranted about the fact that they've changed Frank West's voice again. And I'm not here to tell you the guy doing Frank's voice sucks, because honestly, I just need to hear more. He didn't sound terrible. He didn't. So I'm not super absolute not going to play the game because they changed Frank's voice. But I do know that they didn't try to contact TJ. They never even mentioned him. I've heard rumors that he's actually a union voice actor, so they don't like to pay the extra money for union actors. I can't find any concrete evidence on that because he did voice William Birkin in the Resident Evil 2 remake. So I mean, he only did like so many lines for that role. Maybe I can see it where he is a union actor and they don't want to bring him in for how big of a project this is. If it truly is fully voiced from start to finish, that means all the calls are no longer text. Otis actually talks to you. It would be a heavy improvement. We don't want to be reading the screen while trying to dodge zombies. So if it's true that they've fully voiced it like they claimed, that was their words, not mine, fully voiced the whole game, maybe I can live with TJ not voicing Frank West. Plus, I don't even know how good this new Frank West is. Might be the best Frank West of all time. Some people are going to be like, blasphemy, how dare you say that's TJ or die. And you know, I kind of agree, but at the same time, what happens if this guy delivers? We've got to give him a chance, right? Some of these voices in this trailer were completely different, so it's not like it's just TJ that's been cut. Everyone seems to have been replaced, or just some people just trying to replicate those old voices. But yeah, fully voiced is what they claim. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see on that one. And finally, we have a release date, which is the 19th of September 2024. And we have some information on the fact that it's going digital first, with a physical release in November. It's guaranteed one player, which means any rumors about co-op being added, people demanding co-op or they're not buying it. I hate to tell you this, you won't be buying it. They've got a digital deluxe edition, which comes with so many different costumes. There's pre-order bonuses, as you can tell. Frank West 2006, we've got Chuck Green. There's some little bonuses here and there that are pretty cool. That costume one, with how many there was. There's a few that I noticed from Capcom Classics. I saw that there was a Nemesis in there. Obviously, they're not doing a good job of hiding some of these characters, but that was some of the ones I noticed. Nemesis, there's Dr. Salvador in there. Let me know what you noticed down below with those costumes, because I'm sure someone's going to name every single costume. There's 17 in total, so it's not too bad. It's kind of cool that they're giving us 2006 Frank West, so if you really don't like the new character model, you can just whack on the old one. I don't know how weird that's going to look in the new engine, but you know, you can't really complain about it, and it's going to be a little bit weird with that skin and a new voice though. Hey, but beggars can't be choosers, right? We'll take what we can get where Dead Rising's concerned. So in closing, I think Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, God, the title's too long, I'm excited for it. I want to play it. I think it's gonna be okay, at least. And if it really is worse than the original, we have access to the original. It's on modern platforms. It's on every platform known to man. You don't have to worry about losing it. It's not like older Capcom games where they make remakes or remasters and you lose the ability to play the old version. This isn't the case with Dead Rising. We have access to that original version, so we don't have to worry. But yeah, I'm super excited about it. I'm definitely buying it day one. What more is there to say? Dead Rising's back. Hopefully, this nails it, man. I cannot do with another Dead Rising mediocre experience. Okay, people, that's all I got. If you're new here, subscribe. Let me know down below how the game makes you feel after we've got all this new info. Let me know if you noticed anything in the trailers that I didn't mention here. But yeah, that's all I got, people. I'll catch you later.